Hello and welcome back to our video series on how to prepare for your PMP exam. I am Cornelius Fichtner. This is step 3 and together we are going to build a PMP exam study plan. As a project manager on the path to becoming PMP certified, it is a fantastic idea to create a PMP exam study plan. Do what you do at work, creating plans to manage your projects, also to manage your PMP exam project, so to speak. Like any real project plan, your PMP exam project plan will help you stick to your schedule, and it needs to outline your mission, schedule, weekly goals, and communications effort. Putting such a plan into place for your PMP exam preparation will greatly increase your chances of passing and being able to putting those 3 letters PMP behind your name. Whenever I start a new project, I use a template to create my project plan because a template ensures that I don't forget anything. So let's do the same for your PMP exam preparation project plan. We're going to take a look at the 6 essential elements now that go in such a plan, and you can use that overview as your template. Begin by defining your PMP exam mission. Ask yourself, what is my motivation for earning the PMP certification? How will being PMP certified affect my life, my job, my self-esteem, and possibly even my salary? Understanding why you want to become PMP certified will be a great motivator in reaching your goal. So do take some time and write down what having a PMP certification means to you personally. From the mission, we go straight to your schedule because we want to know how long this studying is actually going to take you. A daily commitment to studying for the exam will make a huge difference in your progress and greatly enhances your chances of passing the PMP exam with flying colors. So, in your schedule, do go ahead and set aside some study time on your calendar for each day and organize your study materials so that they are ready when you are. You should also set yourself some study goals. For example, decide how many pages of the PMBOK guide you will study each and every single day and which chapters in your PMP exam preparation book you will read and the number of sample exam questions that you will answer every day. You should also include in your schedule a consideration of all those major personal and professional events that will affect your ability to study and schedule your studies around them. For instance, maybe there's a wedding coming up in the family or a new big project is starting up at work that will take up a major portion of your time. Also, make time for study breaks. Cramming too much into one single study session will be counterproductive. Find a balance between the quantity of material you cover each day and what you can reasonably retain from your daily studies. Now we also want to go ahead and we want to set weekly study goals. And in this regard, do set yourself some reasonable goals regarding the amount of material that you hope to cover each week. Feedback from my students shows that with about 2 to 3 hours of in-depth study per day, you'll be able to go through one main chapter of both the PMBOK guide and your PMP exam prep book per week. This will also leave enough time for you to test yourself on about 200 sample questions during the same time and complete your exam preparation in about 10 weeks. A good idea is also to create a burn down chart. A burn down chart is a graphical representation of the work that is left versus the time that you have until you want to actually take your PMP exam. Hang this on your refrigerator so that your family can track your goals and your progress, and it's a great visual motivator as well. It's also a fun way to create buy-in for your family so that they can support you in your goal of earning your PMP certification and keep you accountable for achieving it. The burn down chart is also a fantastic way of analyzing your performance in preparation for the PMP exam and meeting your weekly study goals. Well, that's a small victory that you should celebrate on your path towards your PMP certification. If, however, you find yourself slipping against your weekly study goals, you'll know that you now either have to buckle down and stick to your study plan or re-evaluate it if it is simply not realistic any longer. Now you want to give some thought to your ideal study environment. Do you require complete quiet, or do you prefer to have some light noise or some music in the background? Do you prefer to study in a dimly lit space or in a bright room? Your ideal study location should prevent, or at least minimize, interruptions and distractions. Studying in a place where you feel energized and you can concentrate is critical to your success. Preparing for the PMP exam is not something that you want to do in front of the television or in your living room with your family buzzing around. And this takes us to the next important topic in your PMP exam study plan: communications with your stakeholders. Your stakeholders in effort to earn the PMP certification are all the people who are likely to be affected by your study schedule, such as family members, friends, and co-workers as well. Set expectations with them early on about your study needs and communicate with them often. Fill in your family members on your study schedule so that they know when you are unavailable to take phone calls and you cannot be disturbed. If you have small children, you can opt to use some kind of a signal, like hanging a red rope in front of the door where you study. That way your child knows that when the rope is up, mommy or daddy are not to be disturbed. Make sure that your stakeholders understand why becoming PMP certified is so important to you and why you need to devote so much time away from your household or social obligations, or simply leave on time from your work in order to go and prepare for your exam. This will set their expectations right to ensure that your stakeholders buy into your efforts and explain to them how they will benefit from you having the PMP certification. And we do this because you're going to be studying many hours during this process, mostly on your own, possibly with a study group, but probably not with your family, your friends, and your co-workers. And by letting them know, by making sure they understand, we get their buy-in. After you have defined your PMP exam study plan, don't forget to remain flexible. Changes are a normal part of any project. Having a plan will help you quickly get back on track. Remember that being able to gracefully handle changes and uncertainty is what will make you a great project manager. These were the 6 elements that you can now put into your own PMP exam study plan. Or you can make your life easy and simply get yourself a coaching program. Instead of worrying about, am I studying the right materials, did I forget anything, or will my plan actually work, you can simply follow the proven approach from your coach. You'll get daily and weekly study assignments that will take you to the PMP exam. You'll find more about this on pmstudycoach.com. And that's it for step 3, creating your study plan. I'll see you again in step 4 when we will discuss the study materials that you need. Until next time.